Hey folks, are you ready to go swimming? I think it's a good idea. It's good exercise. People are getting ready to go swimming. It's good for you. And I'm going to do part 4 of how to avoid scams and move on from gold and phone and email scams, and talk a little bit about silver. Hopefully it'll help you. And it's always good to save money for retirement, put money away for, as they say, a rainy day, because frankly you don't know when you might need extra money to solve a problem or to keep you more comfortable. If you're retired, sometimes your body just doesn't let you work. Your brain or your body, you got to treat yourself right. You've got one body, one life, one health. Your health can improve, don't worry. Don't get too discouraged. And medical technology is amazing these days. But as I said, to be more comfortable, it's a good idea to invest and avoid scams. Now, I want to say welcome and hello to everybody. Hi. As I said, this is part 4. So welcome to the Excellent Universe channel. You can see other videos that are going to help you, teach you things that maybe you didn't know you needed to hear, or that things that you don't even want to hear because your views are just completely different. But well, let me just say I have a higher degree. I've got an IQ above 120, and so if you're not a straight A student, even if you are, you might benefit from my knowledge. And if you're not a straight A student, then a lot of this information might be new and useful to you. Now, it's also not investment advice. This is just information, education. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just trying to help people out, and I love making videos, going to the beach, and let's just have a relaxing view as we listen to how to have a better future for everybody. My basic ideas, I can, also, if I didn't mention, please comment, like, subscribe, and share the videos. And as I said, you can see the other videos if you click on Excellent Universe. That will show you many videos. Okay, so now back to having a more comfortable time because you've saved money, maybe you've invested money. So right now is a very volatile time where I would not recommend putting money into most stocks or into the stock market. Most people need a financial advisor with 10% of your savings, which you might handle yourself for the average person. The super smart folks, financially savvy, successful A students, you can just ignore most of this. You probably know all of it, but I might tell you a little bit about scams that you see on YouTube where they say we have hyperinflation right now. We're going to have deflation, which is the opposite of inflation. What that means, so what they're talking about is prices of goods coming down. But over time, that's just really not the case. So any video that talks about deflation, it's not happening right now. We would have to have a complete change, almost of human nature, because government and the money printers that work with government, like the Federal Reserve, I'm talking all United States, from a United States perspective. Here by the ocean, there's the Pacific. Anyway, they always want to print more money, and who gets it? Their wealthy friends and the wealthy that work for the Federal Reserve and the government. They control the money supply. They want to increase the amount of money, and it ends up first with people that they like. Yes, it's a rich clique. If you're watching this, you know it. it's just not good. You might convince yourself, if you're one of the people causing the money to be devalued over time, going down 99% since 1970 in purchasing value. You know, you're causing trouble, and you're causing the wealthy to benefit, probably yourself, and causing trouble with inflation. Prices just go up, 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 up. Did I say 99%? Well, at least 90%. So the dollar in 1970, it could be more, but you're gonna have to check it yourself. Dollar in 1970 can buy you maybe 10 times as much as it could buy you right now. And something that cost maybe 10 cents back in 1970, it's going to cost about $1 now. So now back to scams. I talked about gold, but now I want to talk about silver. So people are saying that we're going to have hyperinflation, or we do have hyperinflation right now. And on the other hand, they're saying prices are going to come down. And then they say, well, good to get gold, good to get silver, and even invest in mining companies, call them miners. And it could be a good idea right now. I absolutely agree. But over the long term, I don't think so, because you can have many, many companies start mining silver, mining gold, or the companies that do mine increase their output, and then suddenly you have a reduction in the prices of gold and silver. So if you invest in those things, they don't do as well as corporate stocks over many, many years. But I said right now, it is a good idea. But just to avoid it if the stock market isn't overvalued highly like it is right now. And I would not put more than 10% of the money that you control yourself in your savings into precious metals. And but as I said, right now I wouldn't put it into stocks either. Stocks and bonds looks like are highly overvalued, and with interest rates, this is 2022 in February, it looks like interest rates, for example, what it costs to borrow money for bonds, and also the banks borrowing money with the Federal Reserve, the interest rates should go up, and when that happens, it's not going to be good. The stock prices would generally fall, because the reason why stock prices are so high right now is it's hard to get good payment from anything else. Any interest is due to inflation. Actually, say in a bond or in treasury bills or even in a savings account, you might get, if you're lucky, 0.5% interest or 3% interest or something. But with inflation, costs of everything in general going up, maybe 6%, maybe over 3 or 4 years we could have a total of 40% costs inflation, price inflation for the consumer prices. 40%. But if a bank account's giving you 0.5% interest, well, that means you've lost, I don't know, close to 39% of the value of your money, even though the dollar amount could be the same, but is not worth as much goods. Its purchasing power has decreased. So that's why I say now is really a good time for silver, for gold. But after the stock market has some sort of crash, then I would recommend, if if it looks reasonable, then move over into stocks, because over the long term, say the last 100 years, stocks, which is corporation ownership, has done much better. And also real estate investment trusts or real estate has done much better than gold and silver. So that's why I'm saying this is sort of a scam, because gold and silver bloggers and video makers and businesses that advertise, they want to sell gold all the time. You'll hear them on the radio promoting gold every year, whether it's better than stocks and bonds or real estate. They are always doing it, and they want to use whatever information they can and sort of nitpick information, and yes, sometimes outright lie or use wrong information that, if you believe it, would convince you that it's good to buy gold and silver, when actually over the next 2 or 3 years the prices could come down, so you would lose value of your investment. And of course that can happen. So right now we could be in what they say a bear market, with the US stock markets such as the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, North American Securities Exchange, something, coming down, S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average coming down, and it could take 3-4 years before it gets back to what is considered historically reasonable valuation. I should say these stock markets. And on the other hand, very innovative companies like Tesla and who knows what other companies, maybe Apple and Facebook and stuff, they could go down in value or they could go up in value. They're not 100% tied to the stock markets. Each individual stock could go up or down, and if they make wonderful decisions that people like, or even if what's called momentum, a whole bunch of people have just decided they like it, they're buying the stock, and so the stock price goes up, and then it has what's called momentum, which is, hey, it's been going up for the last however long, year, 2 years, and it hasn't stopped going up, so more and more people could just buy it just for that reason. And so it's not a reasonable purchase, but the price could go up. But then in general it could be overvalued. So if you're investing for the long term, which is pretty much what investing is about, say 5-10 years or more, then eventually the crazy value, just because of excitement due to so-called momentum, can easily be reversed. People say, oh my gosh, it's super expensive, other competitors are making good products and good services, and so therefore something that looked wonderful like Apple or Facebook, Meta, whatever, could relatively crash, even when at a time the stock market might be doing very well. That's why I say probably most of you should only just be playing with 10%. View it as playing with your money. Get a financial advisor, most of you. And other people that are smarter than me, they don't need this help. They don't need this advice. But anyway, so do your research, look into this stuff, and good luck. Okay. And thanks for watching. Please thumbs up, share, and look at the other videos, because they're not all about money. They're about health, wealth, and having an excellent universe, improving our planet by improving our countries and societies. And thank you very much. Okay, bye.